We're here in London's Hyde Park, where 200 teams are competing in a rally to get to Mongolia. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's over there, but 10,000 miles over there. Now this is not a normal rally, it's exceptional. Exceptional because the organisers have stipulated you're only allowed to drive in cars completely unsuitable for this type of challenge.
We're taking an 18-year-old London taxi through Iran to Mongolia. Top speed of 48.
We're driving our Bedford Rascal Bambi. There's 5 of us on our team. We're lucky if we get to Kalia.
Daihatsu Hijet, painted brilliantly like Scooby-Doo. There are no spare parts. Fully loaded, just shy of 3 tons. Lots of jerry cans and a good bit of hope.
None of these teams look like they've got any mechanical knowledge, and I'm yet to see anyone with a map. In fact, they all seem to be completely unprepared.
We're just hoping for the best.
2 guys, 1 girl. What's going on there?
I like the odds.
You should take that off maybe because you're not going to be able to see. The idea is that I'm going to ask someone for a lift, and if they say yes, great, and just go with them. Well, that's the idea. To blag a lift the whole way to Mongolia. I don't know what I've let myself in for. Leaving from here, we'll be travelling east through Europe, arriving at Prague for the first and only checkpoint. After that, teams are on their own. They'll have to overcome mountain ranges, deserts, bad roads, no roads, and places they can't even pronounce. And for what purpose? To get to Mongolia, of course. I'm getting a little worried. I've asked about 30 teams for a ride, and what I haven't realised is that these cars are tiny. It's not a case that the guys don't want to give me a lift, it's that they can't. There's barely room inside for them, let alone me, let alone the film crew.
Taxi! Let's hope the taxi gives us a lift. Stop! Taxi! Taxi! I don't know if I want to get in this one. I think where you go.
Get it.
It's okay.
What better way to leave London than in a black cab? The adventure begins!
This taxi is hired.
They say every journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Well, what do you think? Every journey of 10,000 miles starts with a taxi ride. Here we go.
You've hired it. It's £4.80.
It's already £4.80. We've only just gone round the park. This is, are we prepared for this?
Well, we are. You're not. Where are you going? We'll do it cheaper.
That is the spirit of the Mongol Rally. No one seems to be taking this seriously, and that's the way it should be. Brilliant.
Breakdown recovery 24/7.
I'm not sure.
Breakdowns, pickups, drop-offs, scrap cars.
That's brilliant. I tell you what, and it's got an international number. If we break down in Turkey, they're getting caught. I want to know why you guys go on this rally.
What reason are we going to have to go to any of these countries ever again? It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to visit some of the most unique places on Earth. Completely different culture. It's going to be great.
Do you know, I almost believe him. I almost believe him. I don't know why I'm going.
There'll be bluebirds over
the white cliffs of Dover.
So far, so good. I've got my first lift and we've made it to Dover. Who knows how many other teams will be willing to squeeze us in along the way. There really wasn't any space for me in the other cars. If I get on this ferry, there's no turning back. Well, it's not like my career was going anywhere. Ooh la la, bonjour. Only 9,937 miles to go.
We're going to flick a coin to decide on our route.
Okay, head straight to Brussels.
Tails is down to Lille.
That's tails.
What does that mean?
That is tails. That's down inland through somewhere else.
And then we just flip another coin at Brussels, I think.
There's a party in Prague in 24 hours. If we want to make it, we're going to have to fly. That is the good thing about these German roads, there's no speed limit. Unfortunately, this car though, what goes 50 tops? Look at that. We're winning. We're eating up the Autobahn. But judging by the meter, it's rapidly making a meal of our hobo budget. to stop off and soak up some culture. After Prague, the taxi boys are heading south for Iran, but I haven't got the visa, so I'm going to have to make other arrangements.
Mongolia. Yeah, do you know the way?
Alright, Governor, we're fog. Jump in the back. Hey, come on.
– 27 hours, 47 minutes later, we're in Prague. We don't need you anymore.
You said you were going to pay the fare.
Oh, I was going to pay the fare, but what's it come to? What?
£2,544.
Ouch! No more taxi rides. I've just blown the budget. Better keep the party short and find some cheap accommodation.
This is unbelievable. People have driven all through the night just to get here to Prague for the first new checkpoint. Guys, we've just got here, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah?
Why are you so late?
Someone said the party was in Berlin, so 4 hours driving around there, and we were like, I think we're in the wrong place.
Germany's a very nice place. Shouldn't have been there so long.
It's now 2 o'clock in the morning. They must have been driving what? It's taken you 37 hours or something to get here?
Yeah, I went to 35 actually. But
35, not bad.
64.9 miles an hour, would not go faster than that. That was down a hill.
The Mongol Rally put on a special 5-star accommodation for them. Check it out. Over here, we've got a lovely ensuite bathroom. This is not the Gumball Valley. There's no posh hotels. This is it, real life adventure. Hey, come on. I had to pay for that lift somehow. Ah, Romania. This for me is where it all begins to change, culturally and landscaping. Great thing about this rally is that it's not a race. People spend most of their time getting lost, but they classify it as sightseeing.
We Mongolians? We're Becky, Charlie and Kaz.
What is this? Is this a pirate's cap ahoy there? What is it? Oh, it's a musketeer!
Mongol rules.
I get it. This team's the 3 Mongolians, hence the musketeer's hat. I get it now, I just got it. We're back in time. A car and a cart. Or maybe we're forward in time.
Mongolia, please! Mongolia! I feel like they're making an ass of me. You're lacking in the wheel department. Let's look under the bonnet. Is the problem no engine? Okay, no engine.
Leaving Romania, we head to Moldova. What can I tell you about Moldova? Nothing. I haven't been there yet.
Gone are the days when all you had to do was show a bit of leg and smile. Offer them a biscuit.
That was our first taste of a real border. It took 5 hours to cross and we were just about to hit a major obstacle. We've heard from the locals that there's a separatist state in the east of the country and we have to be careful.
We are about to drive through a Russian separatist state with absolutely no laws. As far as we're aware, they're pretty much only into arms dealing and drug dealing.
Changed my hiding place in my mind.
America?
Fucking, there's a 12-gauge shotgun.
That was a bit of a reality check. They look like criminals, eh?
Yeah. Armed criminals.
Weird country this is.
Seeing arms like that as well, it's a bit daunting actually.
We all made the decision to try and go round the separatist state called Transnistria. Otherwise we may get refused entry, have to pay hefty bribes, or worse. It's a massive detour to the south, but it should get us round safely. Upside is, it takes us very close to the coast of the Black Sea, and hopefully a mushroom farm. Failing that, A beach. Sadly, nightfall came before we reached the beach, but an early start the next day would guarantee us getting there. Without realising it, we had found ourselves camped next to a train track, a great alarm clock. At 2 o'clock in the morning, and at 3 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock, and at 5 o'clock. Oh well. About midnight last night, we were driving through thick forests. As the sun comes up this morning, it dawns on us how much the landscape here is changing. The temperature has dropped. Maybe it's a sign of things to come. Sweltering hot during the day and freezing cold at night.
That's what I do at weekends. I can't talk and I can't walk, but I know where I'm going to go. I'm gonna watch my money go at the Locarno. When my feet go through the door, I know what my...
I tell you what I want to know is, we're in the middle of Russia. I want to know how all the other teams are getting. Where do you think all the other teams have got?
I don't know, it's hard to say. I reckon we're somewhere in the middle.
In the middle of nowhere. Although saying that, there is still a hint of Western civilization. I hear we've had it quite easy. We've gone through Europe, but I hear we've only gone 3,000 miles. The next 7,000 miles is a different story. There are no roads. Countries we can't pronounce. It goes crazy apparently. You prepared for that?
Oh, this is going to be interesting. What do you do when you need number 2 in the middle of nowhere?
Oh, that's back up the gym.
I suppose just stop off the side of the road and go. I looked around, but there was no loo, so I had to dig a hole.
Can you see me?
No. Yeah.
Call me hygienic, but I'm going to be wanting to wash my hands, and it doesn't seem there's anywhere to wash my hands. So let's just hope everything goes to plan. I don't know why I'm so nervous, actually. It's just going to the loo, isn't it? But we seem to have so much stigma attached to not people seeing us. Damn. I'll put myself in a childlike state. Obviously one after the nappies, where you don't mind just going to the poo-poo. They're not watching, I'm going. After dropping the kids off at the oasis, we rapidly made our way to the Kazakh border. So we're going to Kazakhstan now. Have you got any advice for us when we go over?
Be careful.
Why?
Different people.
Okay, they don't like...
I think like the government is not really much in control there.
Okay, well we can't go around it, so what, they don't like to joke around, we've got to be serious, or...?
Yeah. Well, I feel like you try to be more serious. Be careful.
Well, it doesn't seem that dangerous to me. Then again...
We're not camping in Kazakhstan.
Yes, we are, you big queer.
Oh, get over it, you fanny.
I'm with you, Charles.
There's no chance. I don't want to sleep anywhere near snakes.
Just sleep on the roof.
No, thanks. There it is! There's one! There's a snake there! There's a snake!
That's not a snake,
That's a snake, that's a black mamba.
Is it?
He's petrified, he's going to sleep in the van, we think.
Marijuana grows on the side of the road. I don't smoke.
Russia seemed to be like an adventure itself, but the border to Kazakhstan appears to be a funnel into the country. We camped accompanied by 4 teams, and awoke the next morning only to have been joined by 7 more teams during the night.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. You've got a classic car. What car is this?
This is a 1975 Skoda.
So it's like 32 years old.
Yeah.
Driving a 32-year-old 1-litre car, 10,000 miles to Mongolia.
It's a Czech car, communist era.
Right.
So it's perfect.
You're going with the whole just blend-in look.
Yeah.
Everyone else is sticking out,
Yeah.
but you're going blend-in, undercover.
Yeah. People love it.
It's what the Americans do best.
Yeah, right.
Where are you guys from?
New York City.
Okay, so how do you hear about this rally?
We read about it in the New York Times last summer.
Right. And thought...
After a couple beers, we thought it'd be a great idea.
I'm not an expert, but your exhaust is not meant to be on top of the car, right?
Rally car, baby, rally time!
Driver ran over a big bump there, and I think they got a massive leak, petrol tank leak. So.
Cruising it in the Nova. I thought I was paying full attention to the road, but there was a slight scrape. There's a little mound. I thought I'd be able to nail it, but that wasn't going to happen, and she was going to burst her tubings.
The tank, it holds the...
I've got to say again, these Russian Facebooks are not helpful. The mime, everyone goes for the mime in the end. Can you mechanic? Well, this looks like eating. I wish I'd gone to mime school.
I'm thinking of going to the next town for a mechanic, but apparently the next one is 100 kilometers away, and this portion of the road is supposed to be the good bit. A trucker stops who knows a thing or two about mechanics, but warns us to turn back. Our cars will never make it. There's off-road, but the truth is there wasn't much of a road to get off. This is a beach as far as I can work out. We're car surfing our way to Mongolia. Surely we've taken a wrong turn, but apparently this is the only way to Uzbekistan.
We've now broken down 3 times, all in a day. I've got a funny feeling this is the sort of thing that happens every day from here on in.
We spend an exhausting 2 hours digging ourselves out of the sand, only to get stuck again 50 meters further on. Let's remember, there's no support vehicles on this rally. The only thing that will keep you going is sheer determination.
What a nice man. Big lorry's come to tow us out.
And a bit of luck.
These guys keep breaking down. I'm going to Mongolia this way.
The cars are really suffering. They clearly weren't designed for this kind of environment. What a ridiculous idea this rally is.
Yes!
There's trouble around every dune. Thankfully, so is the help.
We're now all stuck, but that's none of our fault. We've got an army of Kazakhstanis coming to help us, so it's fine.
Основной проблема решен да.
They're loving it! Oh, they're loving it! It's a workout for them! Hooray! Hooray! Oh my god. You know what? I honestly don't know if anyone knows where they're going. But we seem to be making it up as we go along, but we're having a lot of fun. It's 2 weeks in now, day 14. We've travelled 3,000 miles.
It's another 7,000 miles to go to get to Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. There's a party on the 19th of August, that's precisely 2 weeks away. I've got to... Are we going to make it? I don't think so. Is anyone going to make it? Who knows? But... it really doesn't matter, because this beat's working. Ow!